Life can be extremely stressful at times, and then this is basically because we are holding on to illusion of control, or our minds are ruminating and overthinking all the times. In most cases, holding on to illusion, wasting our energy and times, and by overdoing it, causes a lot of mental, even physical pain. So in this video, I'll present you the ancient Stoic wisdom, so we can live more peacefully. And I got this source from Ansel Ginger video on his YouTube channel, exactly. Marcus Aurelius pointed out that regardless of severity of circumstances, there is always choice in how we judge them. Choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed and you haven't been, he stated. Marcus' instruction sounds easy to apply it in real life, but it is actually difficult, uh, especially if we don't know what causes us suffering or harm, and if we don't have enough wisdom to really make a change. Luckily, the ancient Stoic provided us with this wisdom. It is varies per person to what degree faith affects them. The Stoic argued again and again that someone with robust inner faculty would suffer less than someone who put their entire wellness being outside the circumstances. Also, many people tend to experience certain passive fun as a hurtful for many years, and others don't let don't let their negative experience to ruin their present life, and they sick of it, and they sick of uh, the negative experience that they have. At least those who feel uh, continually harmed by things that didn't happen yet may sound ridiculous, but it is precisely what chronic warriors do. It is not the outside circumstances that take place in it that hurt us, but it is our memory, fantasy, and thought regarding them. Thus, the key to resilience lies within our inner faculty. But what tools Stoicism provides for this? His writings allows us to live differently and change the way we think about hardship of life, so we can live as he wrote, like the rocks that the waves keep crashing over. Marcus Aurelius called the mind is the rule of the soul, and this is similarly or aligned with Buddhist historical that said, nothing precedes the mind. So ultimately, the way we think, how we think, decides how we feel. For example, if we experience physical pain, we can make it worse uh, by fighting and resisting it. We can also generate fear as generate fear on top of the pain. Eventually, our thinking may cause us more suffering than the bodily pain itself. The idea of injuries the body is terrifying for us because we always tend to um, protect us with physical pain or even mental pain. Unfortunately, life um, gives us no guarantee. But according to Marcus Aurelius, nothing happens to anyone that he can endure. Even though pain is inevitable part of our life, we have whether we always have a choice whether or not we experience additional pain uh, of what the outside world happen on us. When they make their way into your thoughts through sympathetic link between mind and body, don't try to resist the sensation. The sensation is natural, but don't let the mind start with judgment calling it good or bad. Marcus Aurelius tell himself not to resist the pain itself and refrain from judging it. We could say that the actual sensation of the pain itself isn't necessarily, if we don't consider it as something terrible, but accept it as a natural phenomenon, that it is nor good nor bad. So the key in these videos that we can practice is choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed and you haven't been.